comes again.
Never mind.
Like an express train.
Never mind.
He has got a favourite trick. He moves boulders at a flick.
With his shovel and his pick. But never mind. So
We'll keep a welcome in the glen.
Oh,
You know.
no!
Oh, no!
What in my to you filthy devil!
You should talk. You got muck all over you.
Look what you've done to my car! If this had been the olden days, boy, this would have meant a duel.
Oh, what?
To the death, swords and pistols.
Hey, that's a good idea, Tuck. Why don't we have one?
Oh, don't be so tough, man. How can you have a duel? It's against the law.
You're frightened.
I'm what?
Yeah, you're frightened. The Welsh dragon's got the drops in.
You just choose the weapon, the time, and the place, boy.
Right. 8 o'clock tomorrow night in the club.
Right, I will be there, boy. I will be there.
People welcome in the hills.
Good boy.
What are you doing now, Selwyn?
It's what they call circuit training, Morris, except I'm not moving about. But I'm doing two things at once, you see. I'm not just doing press-ups, I'm doing deep breathing as well. It's good for you that, you know, it gets all the oxygen to your brain. Have a rest. I think I'm getting too much oxygen. It's good for you, though, Morris. You know, all this exercise, it helps you concentrate. And I've got to get my concentration in good nick now I'm having a duel.
Hey, you're fighting a duel?
Yeah, we're under my father's.
Who?
Clive the Taffy. Yeah, you know, he's on the committee, you know. I was digging in my hole, like, and he parked his car right where I was chucking my muck. And he went round me mad and challenged me to a duel.
Get off, you'll kill him.
I won't, we're only playing dominoes.
Dominoes?
Yeah. He let me choose the weapons. Hey, it isn't off coming on, though, my hole, you know. It's getting deeper and deeper.
Why exactly are you digging that hole, Selwyn?
Practice, keep myself in trim. But I've started going under the foundations of the club. Hey, they reckon all the walls are cracking. But I'm going so deep, though, now. I'm starting to bring up archaeological fragments and geological strata.
And where did you read that?
Times colour supplement. No, it's great, honestly. People think it's just a lot of old rubbish I've dug up.
What do they look like?
What does what look like?
Well, these archaeological fragments and geological things.
You can't say it, can you, Morris? Archaeological fragments and geological strata.
That's it. What do they look like?
Looks like a lot of old rubbish I've dug up. Into the dummies. I might become another Boris Spassky.
He plays chess.
Right, whoa. Final and deciding leg, Clive to play.
Hey, magic. Yeah, Carl, let's have another pint for the champion. Right, hey, send us another bag of nuts, will you, there, Raymond? He's going to stop talking to half coming on. I've dug up enough archaeological fragments and geological strata to fill 50 buckets. I am, honestly. The only snag is my mum's not got 50 buckets. I think I shall have to put it in the bath.
Yes, how it is.
Lovely, magic. Where's my nuts? Get me nuts. Great. Get a bit of oxygen going now. Do you want a nut? I'll stop talking and I'll tell you what I'll do. I will play a blank 3. How's that?
Yes. Can't go.
No, I know you can't. So I'll play a 3-6 and you've gone. And that's game 6. First time they drink it, cooking.
I don't want to drink from you.
I'll have a bag of nuts then.
State have collapsed into that table.
I am going to send a formal letter of complaint to the committee about your behaviour. You are a nuisance. You are a vandal. You are a desecrator.
I'm not. I don't like coconut, do I?
And I will not rest until I have you barred from this club permanently.
They can have me on roll 17. They can have me on rule 18 and all. Oh, hell. They can bar me for years. I'll have nowhere to go. I shall have to stop in every night.
You're not stopping in. I couldn't stand having you under my feet every night.
Well, you could go to the Women's Institute.
No, I can't. They think I fiddled the homemade jam competition.
Well, you did, didn't you?
Did I eckers like it was him putting gollywogs on all the jars?
I thought it'd help, you know. I thought it'd make it a bit more authentic, like.
Any road, you're not stopping in.
What else can I do?
Well, there's only one thing you can do.
What's that?
Worry about it.
Next item on the agenda.
Disciplinary hearing, S. Froggitt, Esquire.
Disciplinary hearing as Froggitt, Esquire.
Scarsdale's home for wicked women.
There's nothing hilarious about that, Raymond. A man's membership might be at stake. Send Mr. Froggitt up to the committee room.
Selwyn, prepare to meet thy doom. The 6 angry men are waiting you up there.
Oh, Raymond, I mean, they might ban me permanently forever.
Oh, don't worry, Selwyn. Ask them about the one-armed bandits.
They know about the one-armed bandits. I keep pulling the handles off.
I know.
I mean, it's one of the things they want to see me about.
I know that. Operated automatics, instead of the ones with strong handles from Fruit Machines Castleford Limited.
I don't really know what you mean.
You don't have to. Just ask him. Take the beer up and ask him why we don't get our one-armed bandits from Fruit. And Harry wouldn't be able to cop a 40 quid a week backhander from Incorporated's automatic.
I brought the ale up.
That's the steward's job. That's what we pay him for.
Would you like me to pass it round?
Just put it down, put it down.
Next item on the agenda. Complaint by Mr. C. Meredith against Mr. S. Froggitt. Could we have the gist of your complaint, Mr. Meredith?
Yes. Mr. President, I have circulated this list to all committee members of the items of club property that have been destroyed or damaged by S. Bandit and the presentation case.
And one of the urinals.
Mr. President, this club cannot afford to have this man as a member, and I propose he be expelled immediately.
There's no question about it. He's costing us a fortune.
He's right, you know.
The directors of the Incorporated Automatic, and they're seriously thinking of taking the machines out.
No.
Oh, yes. And if you want to see what difference that...
Any need for that, Mr. Secretary? We are all aware, even grateful for the...
I do hope that the punishment meted out to this member, Mr. Froggitt, fits the crime.
Here.
Of course, I have no jurisdiction, but...
Right, gentlemen, we'll take a vote on this. Show of hands. Carried unanimously. Mr. Froggitt, have you anything to say before we disaffiliate you?
Yeah, I've got to ask Harry. I've got to ask our worthy honorary secretary why we get them weak one-armed bandits from Incorporated Automatics. Because you can get them from Fruit Machines Castleford Limited, and they're ever so strong and I wouldn't be able to pull the handles off.
Is this so, Mr. Secretary?
Well, possibly, but the profit differential plus the initial deposits required for the temporary and permanent rental from the liable.
I know, Harry, but the handles keep coming off them from Incorporated Automatics. And I
I haven't finished yet.
Sorry.
However, upon reflection, I realise that I have no vote and it is up to the committee to decide. But I think, gentlemen, that you're being a little too harsh on Selwyn.
Carried unanimously.
Hey! Reprieved.
Well, how did he get on?
Censured as to my future conduct. Verbal warning. I told him about the one-armed bandits being too weak. I've been meaning to bring that up for a long time. They could do with me on the committee, you know. I'd soon get things going.
You're already doing that. The dartboard's gone, the presentation case is gone. Here. Well, that's not a bad idea. Why don't you put yourself up?
Put myself up for what?
For the committee. Get yourself voted on. I could do with an ally in the corridors of power.
Hey, that's great. Hey, if I got voted on, Raymond, I'd get inside the room. Hey, that's magic. I'm going to bring this up at the first meeting.
What you cleaning your shoes for, Selwyn?
I'm putting up for the club committee, so I thought I ought to clean my shoes.
Oh, well, I'll give you some clean socks to go with them.
You're putting up for election.
Yeah,
Well, why? I mean, why are you standing for election?
because I want to change the system. There's an article about it, you see, in the Times. It said, it's no good just complaining if you're not prepared to stand up and be counted, even if you're the only one. I want to change things, you know what I mean? I want to help people, like Abraham Lincoln did, you know, with the slaves, or them 3 astronauts did when they stepped on the moon for mankind.
And what are you going to do then, Selwyn?
Well, for a start, I'm going to bring down the price of a bag of nuts. I'm not just going to finish there. You know, there's all sorts of things that want putting right in the club. I mean, I'm going to do something about the handles on the one-armed bandits.
Well, if you're standing for election, you'll need a manifesto.
What?
A manifesto.
Well, can't I just stand on a chair?
I think there's one in that old hat box on the top of the wardrobe.
I mean, why do you think people are going to vote for you?
Because I'm there like Everest.
It's a list of things you promise to do if you get elected, like them politicians on the telly, you know. You've got to say to them that if they vote for you, they'll get free beer on a Friday, something like that.
Hey, they'll like that, wouldn't they? That's a great idea, that, Morris. I'll get one sorted out.
Selwyn, you've put your shoes on.
I know, one in each foot I usually do.
You're going to change your socks.
Yeah, well, I'll change them tomorrow.
You'll not get them voting for you in the wardrobe that you wanted.
A manifesto, Mother. I don't want it. Our Selwyn wants it. And it is not, I promise you, not on top of the wardrobe.
Well, it must be in the shed then.
Committee. No, I can't say that. To whom it may concern. No, that's better. See if it fits. Practice. To whom it may concern. As you probably know, I've decided to put myself up to be a candidate at the next committee elections. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about my manifesto. To all beer drinkers, I promise to drop it. In price, of course. And I'm going to do the same thing with the bags of nuts. If any member has got a complaint, if he comes to me after I'm elected, I promise that I shall fight the court part. So, don't forget, vote for Selwyn Froggitt. Yes, friends, vote, 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 because as Huey says, it's your votes that really count. Good though, wasn't it? Wasn't it good? I'll get some votes on the top of the poll. They're taking a long time, aren't they? They must be having a recount.
Ah, you'll be all right, Selwyn. Look out, here they come.
Hey.
Order, please. I, Jack Miller, that all votes cast were scrutinised by the scrutineers. And the results are as follows. J. Ramsbottom, 31 votes. W.A. Perkinshaw, 44 votes. L. Greenwood, 57 votes.
Better than the Eurovision Song Contest, isn't it?
Order, please. C. Meredith, 9 votes. S. Froggitt, 255.
Conspiracy. I'll demand a recount.
Hey, I did the right thing to have a manifesto, didn't I? Eh? Did me even more good than changing my socks.
Hello, Snowflake Laundry.
Hey, 4,000 pints of cooking, please, Raymond. It's Selwyn, did you guess? I'm having a bit of practice, they haven't come yet, so I'm just... see you later, then. just checking the phones, make sure everything's all right. Shall I go in there the middle?
Come on, lads. Come on now, lads, settle down. I take it for granted we all welcome the new member on the committee. Where's your badge? First item on the agenda.
Ground floor, soft furnishings department.
I don't know why you carry on like this, Raymond. It undermines the dignity of committee procedure. Any road, first item on the agenda, the old one.
If you want to speak to Jack in this room, call him Mr. President.
He's right, you know.
Sorry, I'm new, you see. Mr. President.
Mr. Froggitt, do you want to make a point of order?
No, I want to make a point about the order. I told you just phoned down. I don't want bitter, I want cooking.
You can flaming well have what the others are having.
I can only drink cooking, Clive. In any case, you shouldn't really be here, because you only got 9 votes.
Don't you taunt me with my failure, boy.
Gentlemen, please, can we get on?
I know, but I mean, he only got 9. I was top, wasn't I?
If you want to bring anything up, you bring it up under any other business. Now, item 2 on the agenda.
Mr. President.
What is it? It's going to be a long meeting, this.
Can I go and have a word with Mr. James Riddle? Hey.
What's the other man? Oh, I see. Mr. Froggitt wants to be excused. Show of hands. Carried unanimously. Up you go. Oh, and Selwyn.
What?
Don't go wrecking any more urinals. I think we're going to have trouble with that, you.
Haven't resigned already, have you?
He's up there.
What are you talking about? Haven't gone religious, have you?
He landed me father's, you know, Taff, and he got 9 votes, didn't he?
Selwyn, how many people stood in the election?
7, were there?
Right. And how many vacant seats on the committee were they fighting over?
No, I didn't ask.
7.
What? You mean we went to all that trouble for nothing?
You went to all that trouble. None of the others bothered.
Well, a bit of a waste of time, though, isn't it?
No, Selwyn. The voice of the people must be heard, even if they can't think of anything much to say. And you did get more votes than anybody else.
255, and I didn't even vote for myself.
Here, I'll take the beer up.
Right.
With a bit of luck, you can spill it all over everybody.
Well, gentlemen, have you anything else to do?
We've got to drink this ale. Would you like me to pass it around?
Now, be careful, Froggitt.
Put it down on the table. We'll help ourselves.
Are you sure? Do you want to take a vote on it?
Put it down.
Now, sit down, Froggitt, and shut up.
I thought me paper and me pens. Hey, have you seen all this? Look, how Morris got all this paper and these pens. He got them all from British Rail. They don't half write slow. Come back.
What are you doing, Froggitt? Come out from under there, Froggitt. Come on. You are a madman, Froggitt.
You can't say that in here.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Oh, yes, I can.
You can't. It's not allowed.
But why not?
We haven't taken a vote on it.
He's always teasing Tap.
Never mind.
He is really at his peak when he sees the fiery leak. He's as daft as a bat.
Never mind.
Committee's had him on the mat.
Never mind.
At him they threw the book. He gave that old-fashioned look.
Still they let him off the hook.